What's up, guys? We're back for week 3 of the transformation. What do we call this, Alex? Transformation. Jake Get Less Fat Challenge Transformation. It's week 3 of this series, but it's week 1 of the actual Summer Sizzle program. So the volume is a little bit higher today, so we'll go over the full workout today. Yesterday we did the first leg day in the Summer Sizzle program. Today is going to be the first upper body day, so that's what we're gonna run through. But first, we're gonna go get a weigh in and see if I'm less fat. Let's go. Not bad. 251 today. All right, so I was 251 today. Basically just weigh the same as I did last week. So what's probably gonna happen with me over the next few weeks, because I was so out of shape, my lean body mass was a lot lower than it's been in a long time. Just like the natural muscle that I normally hold when I'm training frequently is probably gonna come up significantly for the first month of training, especially when we start hitting higher volume. So I'll probably pack on some muscle pretty quickly just to reset back to where I normally sit, hopefully lose fat at the same time. So I don't think my weight's gonna fluctuate a ton for the next 3 weeks. But once I kind of settle in, then I can really pull the weight off. But anyway, let's get into this workout today. We're gonna start off with the warm-up. So the warm-up, we have, I think, 5 different movements today. We'll show you the warm-up and then we're just gonna work through it. All right, guys, the first thing we got to warm up today, I actually got this exercise from, it's one of the corrective exercises for the functional movement screen. One of their exercises. I'm not doing exactly how it should be done. You're supposed to be on a roller, but anyway, you're gonna roll your legs over to one side, put your hand over your head. After that, the goal is to push your wrist into the ground, which I'm not gonna do a very good job at right now because I'm not very mobile, but you push your wrist into the ground and you're gonna press as you slide down to your side. When you get to here, you're gonna flip over. The goal is to try to keep your shoulder down and your hand into the floor as you pull your hand under your back, which I obviously did not do a good job of. Just the act of doing it is really good for the scapular retractors, and you're gonna really feel a good contraction in there. So as you come back out, press that wrist into the ground, press, 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 press. So we're gonna go 5 each side on this one. All right, the next one we're gonna go 15 on each arm, just some external rotations off the knee. So on this one, the goal is it's gonna be slide your heel close to your butt. I mean, if you've watched any of our videos before, I've probably explained this a million times. We do this all the time. This is my favorite exercise for external rotation. Just because it's easy to do, you can do it anywhere just with a dumbbell. Put that elbow right in your knee right here. If you put it too high, it gets kind of weird and you start slipping off. So I just put it right on the edge right there. Try to get about a 90-degree angle, control it down. You're gonna come all the way up. Sometimes I let it come a little bit further just to get a good stretch and then control it back down. So 15 on each arm. All right, the next one's gonna be a single arm sliding push-up. So on this one, a slider on one hand, and this one's gonna be posted basically right by your shoulder. You don't wanna be too far up right here, so you can press through with your tricep. You wanna try to stay in a nice tight plank on these. You come down to your chest and then come back up. Obviously, you're working that off arm, and then you're kind of working your lat as you pull in here. If these are way too challenging, I would just drop down to a knee and just do them this way until you get used to it. So we're gonna go just 5 each arm. I think we got 15 ring rows. All right, we're gonna finish this up, the circuit, with just 5 clapping push-ups, just going as explosive as possible. The first thing we got today, we're gonna superset push press and a trap 3, just single arm Y raise. I'm gonna be using that bench to try to get some feedback on my forehead to make sure I stay down here, and I'll explain that when I get over there. So what we got today, we're gonna be doing push press with some slower eccentrics. And this is my favorite way to build overhead press strength, because it's one of the few movements where you can just use your legs to get yourself into a heavy eccentric, right? So every rep, you can typically do a lot more on a push press than you can on an overhead press, obviously, because you're using your legs. So you can kind of overload the movement. Today's rep scheme, we're gonna go 6, 4, 2, and then finish off with another set of 6 that's heavier than our first set of 6. We're gonna be supersetting that again with a trap 3 Y raise, and I'll explain that when we get there. All right, on these push presses, I have a really shitty front rack, always have. I'm gonna try my best to create a little shelf right here. But really what you wanna think about here is just dipping straight down and then exploding through the hips. And you're just gonna drive the bar up, lock it out, and then we're gonna be controlling it down for a 3 count. A big mistake people make is, number one, you don't need to rack it way high like a front squat, because then all you're gonna, it's gonna force you to transition your elbows under the bar as you press it. So really just get your elbows in front of the bar a little bit and create a little bit of a shelf, and then try to focus on not dipping forward. That's gonna make it a lot more challenging. And then the last thing, so a lot of people, it feels a little bit too heavy. They'll push through and then jerk back under it, right? That's a push jerk. That's not what we're doing today. We want to just focus on that leg drive. Once our hips come through, we're just gonna drive all the way through the bar until we get to lockout. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. All right, we're supersetting that with a single arm trap 3 Y raise. So I'm just gonna grab a very light dumbbell because these are pretty challenging, especially if you don't have great shoulder mobility. The goal here is to externally rotate when we're doing the movement. So if you had a fist, think about your thumbs pointing to the sky as you come back here. And we're gonna use this bench just to give us feedback. So we're gonna put our forehead on our forearm here. You're gonna start the movement by shrugging your shoulder back and down towards your hip. From there, we're gonna come up, spin 2 seconds, 1, 2, and then come back down to the start position. So one big piece of feedback to look at here is just that forehead staying in contact with your forearm. A lot of times if you have poor mobility, when people start getting up here, they start going like this to compensate, to try to get more range of motion. So make sure forehead stays in contact, squeeze back, hold for 2 at the top, and then control it back down.
When we flex, give it to you all with no special effects. Resurrect the spirit of the true MC. Ancient dialect flow all through me.
All right, guys. Next thing we got today is going to be a neutral grip pull-up. Same tempo here. So the goal here is going to be 3 count lower, as fast up as you can, and then 1, 2, 3, up. Explode up. So really focus on exploding up quickly today if you have that ability. And then we're gonna be supersetting that with the face pull. So on the face pulls, I like to grab it with my palms in like this, and then just pull to your forehead. Try to get your wrist, pull back, try to get your wrist past your ear. And we're gonna be holding that for a 2 count for 10 reps. So we'll come back, 1, 2, and then come back in. On the neutral grip pull-up, same thing. We're gonna go 6, 4, 2, 6. Obviously, we're gonna try to add weight as we go. And then every time we got 10 reps on the face pulls. 2, 3. All right, guys, next thing we got is a superset of single arm incline dumbbell bench. So on this one, we're gonna go a 3 count eccentric, 1, 2, 3, pause for 1, explode up, and then back down to the next rep. All right, so it's gonna be 6 on each arm there. After that, we're gonna superset just a single arm dumbbell row. You're gonna squeeze your shoulder down and back, pull to the hip on this. We're gonna go 3 count, 1, 2, 3, explode up, pause for 1, 1, 2, 3. So that's the tempo today. 3 rounds of this, just 6 arms each side. 6 arms each side, 6 reps each side. All right, guys, we're going on to our next tricep. So it's gonna be some decline bench press, but we're gonna do a double pump with a 3 count eccentric here. So we'll press out and then quarter rep, press back out, get a good squeeze, then 1, 2, 3, and then back to the top. Quarter up, 1, 2, 3. So double pump's just gonna be that extra quarter rep at the top of the rep. So on a lat pull down, we're supersetting this, we're doing a tricep, sorry. So we'll go to lat pull down next. On that, we're gonna pull to the chest, come up a quarter, then squeeze back down, and then 3 count out. And then we're gonna be doing some cable chest fly, where on this one, it's gonna be just a 3 count eccentric, 3 count up, and then we're gonna come through, squeeze it just for a 2 count at the top, and then back into 3. So everything we're doing, we're gonna do 3 sets of 10 reps of each with a 90-second break in between the tricep. All right guys, last superset we got is gonna be a little bit of arms. So we're gonna go some barbell curls. Both of these are 3 sets of 8. So we're gonna go just 3 count eccentric on 8 barbell curls. We're gonna superset that with a seated dumbbell French press. So we're gonna go through that 3 rounds, 8 reps each.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
Last thing we got today is a little bit of HIIT cardio. Not much, since it's just week 1 of the Sizzle. So we're gonna be doing 10 rounds of 10 to 15 seconds of work. It should be pretty hard work, and we're gonna get a 1-minute break in between each rep. So not too much, it'll be, 15 minutes of total work with the rest, total time, not total work. So what I'm gonna do is just the assault runner is what I chose. Basically, on the program, we just list, choose anything you want for those intervals. So I'm gonna go assault runner, and I'm just gonna do 100 meters, and then I'll walk for a minute when I'm not running. Let's go. All right, that wraps it up for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the workout, maybe learned a couple things that you can use in your own training. We are still doing the Summer Sizzle right now, so by the time you see this video, we'll probably just be starting week 2 of the Summer Sizzle or finishing up week 1. If you wanna hop in and do this with me, we'll leave a link below where you can sign up for the app and just hop into the Summer Sizzle. Unfortunately, the enrollment's closed for the challenge, but you can still hop in and do the program with us. So, guess that's it. I'm gonna be back next week for another check-in. Hopefully I've lost a little bit of weight, and we'll do kind of a physique check-in too, because hopefully in 4 weeks I should look a little different, right Alex? What do you think? Hope so? All right, see you guys next week.